Hey everyone, I said last night I was going to make refried beans tonight, and I figured why don't I just do it with you since I need to do the work anyway. So we're going to do some refried beans. I've got about 2 cups of beans in here. Let me just turn my burner on. Okay, so we're going to be doing refried beans. I've got my burner going on. All I'm going to do, oh stop squeaking, hang on. My burner's not going on, my burner's fighting with me. Don't mind me being all highly technical here. Okay, turn on. My burner's not turning on. Ah! Okay, one more time. I don't know what's going on. Well, this is fun. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to fry behind me and talk this way. I don't know what's wrong with my burner. Let me unplug it. All right, so tell me what your favorite epicure item is while we're here. Tell me what you like to cook, what you like to slice with your mandolin. How's that? What's your favorite mandolin to slice with? Because I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to get my burner turned on. Oh, here it is. Okay, well, that was way more complicated than it had to be. I don't know what I was doing wrong the first time, but it's working now. So all I've got is 2 cups of cooked refried beans from last night, and I took a little bit of the moisture out of them, but the beans were drained before cooking, so you know, I don't really need to take the rest. If it was canned beans, I would totally take that water out and throw it away and then add water. But my beans cooked in filtered water where they'd already thrown away the original soak water. So I am keeping all of that delicious flavored bean water in my refried beans rather than adding extra water from somewhere else. Now today, and Laura Paul sent me a message and said, hey, do you know about these other vegetarian sources? Yes, I totally do. And if you guys don't, you need to know about them. I know the other day I was telling you about how broccoli has, like 2 cups of broccoli has 8 grams of protein. Most people had no idea that broccoli had protein. And so what I did with my lunch today is I had my repeats from last night and I added green peas. Instead of cooking up another egg, I just threw some green peas on top to top up my protein, and I got a really nice, delicious lunch. Okay, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of chunk in my refried beans, guys, but I'm gonna just leave it at that for now. Now I'm using my ground meat separator, clearly not in ground meat, but I was just chopping up my refried beans. One of the things I love about this separator, look how clean that is. It's so easy to get clean. So now I'm just gonna warm these through here and let them start simmering. Mandolin, onions, peppers, zucchini. Yes, I saw onions from somebody else. That's one of the best things about the mandolin. Okay, we're gonna crank this up a little bit. Where's my plus button? I can't see. Okay, so I'm putting in here guacamole because you know what? Guacamole is like the best spice for everything. It really is. It is one of the most delicious things we own. So I'm just gonna sprinkle about a tablespoon or so of guacamole there. And then in my daughter's favorite spice, her #1 thing she has to have all the time, fajita. So I'm gonna put a little splash of fajita in there as well. And the guacamole and the fajita are just gonna add such an intense, rich, whoopsie. Well, that's the first splash of the evening. Let me just sploosh some refried beans goo out. Now I have more water. You'll see it's really sloppy, but it's going to thicken up as the beans cook because beans are starchy. So as this cooks up, it will tighten. So that's why it's still kind of sloppy right now, but it will not stay sloppy. But I am sloppy, so it's everywhere. Okay, so now celery. The only reason to eat celery, which is basically water with strings in it, is because you're scooping something yummy. So I had to make something scooping and yummy because I have a bunch of celery to use. So hence making the refried beans. Now, let me just get a quick taste here. And because I don't share this food with anybody else, shit, it's good already. You guys, are you kidding me? How is it good already? I haven't even done anything yet. Holy crap. Like it's almost pretty much ready to eat. Are you kidding? Or are you just kidding right now? Okay, I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit and just let it dry out, because that's really all it needs. That's hysterical. Okay, so I'm basically just gonna tighten it up. Let's talk about the other things that we have. Let's make our salad then, shall we? Now, I'm gonna put a little bit of lime juice in there, and I need to tell you a story. I need to tell you the story of how I destroyed my citrus press. Don't let this happen to you. When I arrived in Nova Scotia and finally went to use my citrus press, it had been in a drawer for about a month. You know what I found inside my citrus press when I opened it? A lime. There was a lime in my citrus press for a month. So that lime was sitting there with all those limey juices that somebody threw it in the dishwasher. I'm not claiming responsibility, but somebody, probably me, because I'm the one who loads the damn dishwasher, threw it in the dishwasher with a lime still in it, and I basically ate the finish. So, if you do something dumb like that, guess what? You can get another citrus press. So, I know where you can get a great one at a great price. So thankfully, as a consultant, I got my citrus press at 25% off, because when you destroy your things just by being a goofball, it's great when you get a discount, okay? So here we go. My beans are already tightening up. I can even turn them down a little bit more, and my word, we're gonna be eating before we know it. Okay, so I'm gonna put some lime juice in there. Now, guys, have you ever thought about doing what I do? I mean, not necessarily standing up here, you know, cooking on Facebook a couple times a week like this, but you know what? Like, being a consultant is seriously the best thing ever. Now, one of my team was totally shocked about this. When I started my business 23 and a half years ago, I was so shy, like so shy. I failed the public speaking course in college. I wouldn't talk at my sister's wedding. And really, outside of the house, I'm still kind of shy. I think I'm just like social on the internet. I think that's the thing. Anyway, I have the most amazing life. I get to help people eat better all the time. I get to help people shop for free. I get to help people make an income. I've got people in my organization that make six-figure incomes and are no longer stretching. I've got people that are making an extra $100, and that's changing their life, and everything in between. So I really want you to think about, you know, if you've been thinking about Epicure, this might be the right time, because you know what? Right now, there's a no money down kit. So you can start your own Epicure business this month, even if you don't have any available funds. You can do it no money down, and then you can do a few classes and pay for your kit, or do 4 classes by the end of February, and it's free. Like, seriously, they're gonna give you like $260 worth of the best Epicure products free to let you work towards having yourself a business. Like, how bananasly amazing is that? Okay, going on with some red cabbage that we pickled last night. So basically, this is now oil, vinegar, red cabbage, and sweet chili seasoning. Okay, sweet chili seasoning. So that's all I'm gonna do there. I oiled my cabbage a little bit, and then I added on my pickled cabbage. And then let's put a carrot on top of that, because we need more color, right? That's not enough color, we need more. So I'm just gonna do this carrot over here, because I'm taking up all the space. Actually, let's just do this. Here we go, little carrot shreds right onto my salad, using my little handy dandy mandolin for some extra color. There we go. The rest of that carrot will get used up tomorrow. Let's put that like that, because it's ready to plate this food. Like, seriously, guys. So, do you see what just happened here? I cooked my own dinner while talking to you. So I got to demonstrate products. I get to now eat a super yummy meal of delicious, intensely flavored, amazing refried beans. I didn't have a tostada, or that would have been good. Now, let's see how we finish these up, guys. I'm gonna make them pretty. Let me make some room. Okay, so I've got my beautiful refried beans. I'm gonna put on some cilantro, of course. But the first thing I want, you know what I have in my fridge? From the other day when I made enchiladas? I have enchilada sauce. This stuff If you haven't just like mainlined the enchilada sauce on a spoon, you are missing out. It's pretty strong, so I highly don't actually recommend you do it that way. But the enchilada sauce, whoopsie, let me just stir it over here because I'm making a mess. The enchilada sauce is, oh my gosh. Okay, so let's just put a nice little drizzle of enchilada sauce, maybe a little bit more of a drizzle because this stuff's amazing. Okay, so we've got some enchilada sauce in there. Yeah, mainline it off a spoon. Oh my gosh. How do we not all do that all day long? Okay, so we've got enchilada sauce. We need some cilantro. Okay, let's just tear apart some cilantro. You know what? It's just going to be easier to just grab my scissors and just do that. Okay, and then a little feta. Hey, Angela, nice to see you. You don't have your angry face like you did in our team draw. Okay, there we go. Okay, look, I am ready to eat. Wait, trying to turn my burner off. How nuts is this? Let me just get the food off my hands. Okay, so I have a delicious protein that is like super tasty and flavorful just from adding guacamole and fajita. I'm gonna finish it. I didn't really add any oil to it. I'm gonna finish it with a chili oil that I happen to have in my fridge, because why wouldn't you add chili oil to something if you've got it? Woo, there we go, a little bit of chili oil. Okay, topped it with a little feta. Now you know what, guys? I buy my feta at Costco. I put just a little amount of feta in this jar and I freeze the rest of the feta so it doesn't spoil. And then I just take out a tiny little amount at a time as I need it. It's all about no food waste in fresh February. Fresh, frugal February, okay? So 1.5 cups, 2 cups of beans. I'll have to double check. I think it's 1.5 cups of beans, maybe 2. So far has made me two meals yesterday, another 2 meals, so 1 for today, 1 for tomorrow, and I've got enough beans left to make something else. And this is cabbage. You know how cheap cabbage is? Like this whole plate is like less than $1, you guys. Like the actual ingredients for this plate is less than $1, and it's super healthy, super vibrant, super flavorful, intensely delicious meal. Like crazy, right? How delicious is that action? And of course, if you haven't been doing yet, your cilantro goes right in a giant jar. I get my big jars from IKEA. This is one of the most commonly asked questions, is where do I get my jars so I don't have food waste? So that's from IKEA. You can get these other mid-sized jars, Dollarama. Everything in my food is all my food is in a container like this. Whatever, whether you use the Prep Savers from Epicure, whether you use jars, I do recommend jars for your cilantro. For your vegetables, use Epicure's Prep Savers. And there you go. A delicious, healthy meal in minutes. Look at that. Friday night, I got some food and I get to eat it with my celery, my water that has strings in it. So string water with some beautiful refried beans with enchilada sauce, all from things that were randomly in the fridge from different meals. And I whipped that together in what was that, like less than 5 minutes, guys? It's just me blathering the rest of the time. So, one last time, if you've ever thought about doing what I do, whether you want to do it, you know, cook from your own kitchen, I'm gonna add a little, don't mind me being all ADD here, but I'm gonna add a little pumpkin seeds to the top of my beans to add some crunch. Let me just do that. Okay, so think about doing what I do. I burn things. I'm shy as heck. You can work your business in any which way, and I can show you how to do that because this is what I do. Last year, our organization had $11 million in sales. Do you know how many people that is that we helped eat better? Our company paid out $40 million in compensation to people like myself. Guys, everybody eats. Everybody needs this product, and if you want to start in January, no money down. Okay. Go have an amazing weekend, everybody. I'm gonna go like munch on my food and then put on a movie. There's a big storm coming, so I'm super excited. At least I have 1 meal prepped in case the power goes out. And you know what? If it does, I'll be cooking for you. I will for sure go live from my wood stove and cook for you by candlelight if the power goes out. So I sure hope it does, because that would be super fun. Bye, everyone. Oh, let's give you a shot this way. Ooh, how pretty is that? Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed with myself. And guys, it wasn't hard, right? That seriously was not hard. Just some canned beans, some cooked beans, 2 seasonings, a little bit of stuff, boom. 5 minutes, you got dinner on the table. Bye, everyone.